They are the #1 team in the nation. The Maryland Terrapins right at home in their shell. The Scarlet Knights of Rutgers enter the picture off to the best start in school history. Terps head coach John Tillman is primed for a Big Ten showdown. Hard-shooting Logan McNaney ignites an offense that's bound to explode, while Logan McNaney shows a saving grace around the cage. Rutgers head coach Brian Brecht has an upset in mind, with Ross Scott leading the charge of the third-ranked Scarlet Knights, whose hopes may rest on the efforts of sensational stopper Colin Kirst. This evening, #3 Rutgers brings a sparkling 10-1 record to College Park, set to face unbeaten and undisputed #1 Maryland with College Lacrosse on Big Ten Network. We expect the goalies in this game to be headliners. We have two terrific tenders. Colin Kirst, great presence in the nets for Rutgers. He has game-changing ability. The Terrapins, they have their own star in the cage. Logan McNaney up for some left-handed larceny tonight, Mark. And Maryland is the highest scoring team in the country. Their top threat is on the verge of a school record. From the perimeter, this is Knobloch, Shane Knobloch. Ball down, comes up for white jersey Maryland here at home. First time the Terps have played a home game, Mark, in some 42 days.
It's crazy when you think about it. They gave up the home date, if you will, to play then #2 Virginia at Audi Field. And the week prior to that, because of weather, they played indoors here on Maryland's campus against Albany. So good to be back in Maryland Stadium if you're a Terp fan.
Seeing the Terps lineup at the bottom of the screen, McNaney helping on the clear there. Mark himself now to own the Maryland point scoring record with his next point on the board. Bang, bang there, and there's Kirst making the stop on chorus.
Nice stop by Kirst. Read it, fought it off. That's what they needed. They needed that little, he just needed that to kind of, get in the game. It's like getting hit for the first time.
Been a hallmark of their first quarter offense this season. Molliver forced that one. He bounced it wide after getting loose from Apgar.
Another save by Kirst. That's the good news. Bad news, since it hit him. Another 60 seconds for Maryland. They are just a little bit. They have to get better organized.
Daninger there, short stick Dion Brennan. Wisnauskas hums that one right on, and Kirst stabbed it beautifully and starts the breakout. His outlet passes are exquisite, and this is a Gallagher swivels, rolls back against Fairman. This one's hummed right on. McNaney made the save there on a BB from Ronan Jacoby.
Man-to-man offense almost for Rutgers. They like to play so close to the cage.
Beautiful whirling dervish move there, but it's pounded into the ground, and McNaney makes the save on the bounce shot. He'll clear with help from Alex Smith. Nettie against Puglisi there. Puglisi, the short stick D first teamer for Maryland. This one's fought off by McNaney. Somehow he stayed with that change of direction.
Yeah, if you're Rutgers, you can't have those lollipops, even though that one was a little bit of a knuckleball to McNaney. Ryan Gallagher had
Daninger off the hitch. Brennan didn't pull the trigger. Here comes Murphy off the sprint. Brennan fires, and again, straightening up to deny was Colin Kirst.
Nice save by Kirst, and there you see Maryland running Murphy out of the box. His speed, his quickness, the transfer from Johns Hopkins.
The All-American netminder Kirst is starting to see the ball better, isn't he?
He really is, and he's tracking it, and he's saving it clean as well. It was a rough start, but you knew Kirst was going to come through at some point tonight, and he's really elevated his game. Such a tremendous goaltender.
Good support defense here from the Terrapins. Shot clock's at 3. Scott fires, and McNaney makes the save at his knees.
Well, that's where can you hurt Maryland?
Jacoby on the feed. Bartolo off the split. Fires, and McNaney eats that one up. That was headed for the top corner. Offside against the lefty, and he plucked it out of the air.
McNaney so efficient in his movements, reads the ball incredibly well. Again, looks like a goaltender that could be playing in the Sunday club leagues around Maryland. And look at the guy.
Here he comes.
And when I say club, I'm talking youth club. But man, does he bring a special blend of game to College Park.
McNaney 3 times this season has had a dozen saves. That's his single game high on the campaign. 3.5 minutes into quarter 2, Colin Kirst, speaking of double-digit saves, Kirst 8 times has been more than 10 this season for 10-1 Rutgers. Block off the roll dodge. Bartolo change the point of attack. Sanguinetti fires. That's a crossover save again for McNaney, who's laser locked on the ball right now. The long stick midfielder. Moving in swiftly, the Terps get it set. Fairman off the hitch, fires. Kirst with a denial on the bounce shot.
Not a bad take by Fairman. Again, early offense from Maryland. They won the substitution game. Credit Kirst for reading it, stopping it, and getting it upfield.
Cold down. Wisnauskas. Next point's a big one. There's a feed inside. Kirst with a phenomenal split save there on Murphy.
Wow, what a stop by Colin Kirst, showing off why he is widely regarded as the best goaltender in the Big Ten and perhaps in the entire nation. Take away these easy shots by the Maryland Terrapin offense.
Ross Scott bouncer on the way, and that's fielded by Logan McNaney.
Not a bad shot, but going away from the goal right there, and probably took a little bit of mustard off of it. Credit McNaney, though, again, just he doesn't guess. He makes clean saves, and that was another example of it.
Higgins glide.
He's going to make more plays like that to jam.
Brennan fires. Erased by Kirst. Quickly on the outlet. Fast break time. Coach, just one more while we have you. Everybody focuses on the offensive end, the 11 goals on the board already, but Logan McNaney has been strong in the goal. How would you characterize his play so far?
He's seen the ball well, which is great. And I think he's been really good in the clearing game. They kind of match rode us, which we practice all week. And, the first time he ran it right over, which is great. And they did it again, and we ran it over. And for some reason, one of our guys didn't stay back. But he's doing more than just making those saves. He navigates the clears really well. He'll steal you a couple ground balls, and he's got great poise, and he never gets too rattled. So it's always nice to have a guy like that because, eventually there's going to be teams that will score a few goals, but you just would never know with him, and I think that's why everybody has so much confidence in him.
There against the D of Francowiak. Donville sets and fires, and Kirst answers in cage for Rutgers. One of the nation's best netminders was touched up for 11 goals in the opening half. It's back behind the goal. Little mini swim move. Gene Felix was there. It's long with a drive, and again, Kirst. Such a presence in that 6x6. He makes the stop.
Yeah, he really is. And that Kirst family, again, Connor playing in the PLL now. CJ getting it done at Cornell. Cole having a nice season for Lehigh. Just a family affair when it comes to the Kirst family in college lacrosse. So that's your 7th guy. Roman Puglisi was hiding from everybody on that one, including us.
McNaney makes the save on Jacoby. Zappatello will start the clear for the Terps. Maryland, last weekend.
National champion. My biggest takeaway from that game was they made Virginia look slow, which is virtually impossible to do. But this Maryland team, again, they only play in one gear, and that is full throttle.
Kirst made the stop on Brennan. Room to operate there for Cameron. Swinging on around Jacoby against Bubba Fairman. From the angle, McNaney made that stop. Rebound high.
Erasing Ross Scott.
This blast was blocked. McNaney comes rocketing out of his goal crease to propel Maryland in transition. Puglisi on 6. Mitch Bartolo gets away from Zappatello off of a screen set. He bounced it wide of McNaney. It'll stay Rutgers' ball. About 2 goals off of their seasonal per game average. Molliver, sneak attack. DeMeo fires. That's off the outside of the meshing. Kahn chases it down.
It's been a long time, long time since Rutgers has beaten the University of Maryland in lacrosse.
Tereski fires, stopped by McNaney. Fast break time, here it comes. Maryland get downhill with Geppert. He'll fire, he sent it wide.
We'll have them next Sunday night, or next Saturday, excuse me, here in College Park. We'll see if the Buckeyes can slow down this Terrapin train.
Very popular play tonight, that sneak there from Chorus. Didn't hit pay dirt.
Johns Hopkins, but they're looking like the #1 seed. Rutgers owns a win over Ohio State. So let's say they grab the 2. They would be your 2 buys. I mean, that 3 through 6 race right now is like I've never seen them struggle. I mean, they got beat by Princeton pretty soundly, but I don't remember the defense being that confused and that on their heels. But I give them a ton of credit. I thought late second quarter they really settled down. And the second half, they have been better.
Whenever Maryland keeps a team below 10 goals, it's just about automatic. This will be their 37th win in that fashion. Off the crossbar and post again. Rebound. Flicked in. Something else for the highlight reel for Maryland.
There you can see Colin Kirst. It's been a long night for this Rutgers defense. Just a little bit of a rebound, sloppy goal. They all count. But Rutgers right now, they're just going to get ready for the University of Michigan. Little razzle-dazzle right there by Kelly. Looked like he one-handed that behind his back.
He did.
Picks it up. That'll make the highlight reel.
2 minutes to go. Fast break opportunity. Move it quickly from the wing. That's stabbed there. Reserve netminders come on. Drew Morris in cage now. Made the stop on a laser beam from Cameron here at Maryland Stadium.
That's going to be an unnecessary roughness call on the Maryland Terrapins. Looks like it's Matthew Kopp.
Lowering the boom there. This one's in the books. Maryland, another devastating win over a top 3 opponent. They ravaged Virginia. They roll over Rutgers tonight 17-9, further establishing themselves as the undisputed #1 in the land.